The moment my feet leave the pavement, something changes in the way I breathe. The ground beneath me shifts to something older, something that belongs to roots and leaves. The first step on the trail is never quite like running. It's more like asking if you're welcome here. And the mountain answers through the soil and the gravel. You've been here before, even if this is your first year. This is different from every road I've known. Every crack in the concrete, every line I've been shown. This is older, this is wilder, this is mine. Trail begins and I begin with it. Trail begins, the pavement falls away. Trail begins, the forest pulls me inward. Trail begins and nothing is the same from here. Not the breathing, not the seeing. Trail begins today. The roots are watching where I place my feet. Every single step is a conversation. The trail is not forgiving like the road I'm used to. It asks for full attention, full devotion. I am not a fast runner, not yet, not out here. But I am here, and that is something I am learning to hold near. This is different from everything before. The mountain doesn't care about my pace or score. This is honest, this is harder, this is mine. Trail begins and I begin with it. Trail begins, the pavement falls away. Trail begins, the forest pulls me inward. Trail begins and nothing is the same from here. Not the breathing, not the seeing. Trail begins today. Trail begins today. I am a beginner on terrain that is ancient. I am learning the language of stone and of rain. But every trail runner who stood on a start line each morning once started exactly the same. Trail begins and I begin with it. Trail begins, the pavement falls away. Trail begins, the forest pulls me inward. Trail begins and nothing is the same from here. Not the breathing, not the seeing. Trail begins today. Trail begins right here, right now. First step on older ground. Trail begins. The first breath on the mountain, it's different every time. Something in the cold, in the altitude, in the pine. My city lungs were not built for this, but they're learning. Slowly they're learning what it means to breathe for real. To take the air that hasn't been anyone else's for a while. This is the breath that wakes everything up. This is the moment my body remembers what it was made for. Before the concrete, before the noise, before the rush. First breath on the mountain. First breath and I'm awake. First breath of something older. First breath and everything I carried up here falls away. First breath. This is why I came first breath. By the second kilometer, my breathing finds its rhythm. Not the city rhythm, tight and fast and small, but the mountain rhythm, slow and deep and honest. In and out with every rise and fall. The trees give back what I breathe out. The mountain has its own lungs too. We are breathing together now. The mountain and me, and the morning coming through. This is the breath that changes everything. This is the moment I stop pretending that the life I left below is the only life there is for me. First breath on the mountain. First breath and I'm awake. First breath of something older. First breath and everything I carried up here falls away. First breath. This is why I came first breath. Every great run starts with a single breath. Every summit, every finish line, every dawn above the clouds. In humanity, you're on this trail right now. Starts the same way. The trees close in on either side of me. A corridor of bark and root and green. The light comes through in fragments, not in sheets. Like the forest is deciding what I see. I am smaller here than I've ever felt before. And I mean that as the finest thing I know. The forest doesn't need my name or my ambition. It just lets me pass through where its branches grow. Through the trees where the world gets quiet. Through the trees where the noise falls behind. Through the trees is the only place I've found where I leave myself behind and find myself instead. Through the trees, I'm running through the trees. Through the trees, the forest breathes with me. Through the trees, the canopy above me. Through the trees, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than running through the trees. A shaft of light hits the trail ahead of me. Like everything outside of this feel like. Through the trails, I'm running through the trees. Through the trails, the forest breathes with me. Through the trails, the canopy above me. Through the trees, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than running through the trees. The trails of commanded wind through forests, just like this one, ancient trees on ancient ground. One day I'll run through those trees too, but right now these trees are enough. These trees are everything. Through the trails, I'm running through the trees. Through the trails, the forest breathes with me. Through the trails, the canopy above me. Through the trees, there's nowhere else I'd rather be than running through the trees. Through the trees, till the trees. Still running through the trees, still running through the trees, still here, through the trees, forever, through the trees.
Every step out here is a conversation between my foot and what the ground decides.
Not like the road where every meter is equal. Every step out here is its own surprise.
I read the route before my foot arrives there.
I choose a stone that's flat enough to trust.
This is not the running I was taught in training.
This is older, this is something more than just.
Every step connects to the one that follows.
A chain of choices 20,000 long. Every step I get right makes the next one easier. Every step I miss is where things can go wrong.
So I am present more than I have ever been. Not in tomorrow, not in what I've done.
Just this step, just this route, just the stone beneath me. Just this one, just this one.
Every step is safety, every step is skill. Every step is earned out here against the trailing hill. Every step is building what the race will need. Every step right now is planting every seed. Every step is the whole run. Every step is where it's won. Every step on wild terrain. Every step through the sun and rain. Every step
Takes me further in. Every step is where I begin again. Every step.
The runners who finish a 100-mile race don't run 100 miles. They run one step, then the next.
Then the next. And the mountain doesn't care how fast your other steps were. Only this one and now. Only here.
Every step towards Kamani,
Starts on a trail like this.
one step at a time,
One mountain at a time.
one dream at a time.
Every step is the whole run. Every step is where it's won.
trail. My legs are done, my pack is by the door.
And I'm already thinking about next time.
Already looking at the map, already wanting more.
This is the thing nobody warned me about, that finishing is just another word for planning the next one.
The medal is on the table, the shoes are wrecked. The body has a very clear opinion about everything.
But somewhere underneath the tiredness,
Something is already moving, something already knows that the mountain is still there.
that the trail doesn't end just because the race did.
Next time I'll know the climb better.
Next time I'll start the next section stronger.
Next time I'll carry less and trust more.
And run the downhills like I mean it. Next time it's already calling. Next
The
time,
trail is already waiting,
next time, every blister, every midnight mile.
already worth it because of
Next time is why we do this. Next time is the whole reason.
next time we run.
They say the definition of a trail runner is someone who finishes
And immediately signs up.
for another one.
I used to think that sounded extreme. Now I'm sitting here looking at the calendar, thinking which weekend, which mountain, which trail.